My name is Garrett, and this happened during my sophomore year of college. After freshman year, I didn't get a dorm assignment. Housing was a mess that year. Too many students, not enough space, and priority went to upperclassmen. I scrambled for weeks, refreshing listings, emailing landlords, following dead leads, until I finally landed a spot in an off-campus co-op. It wasn't ideal. It was part of a 3-house community that sat in this awkward in-between zone. Not close enough to campus to be convenient, not far enough to feel separate. But it was cheap, and I had a bike, so I told myself it would be fine. Most of the residents were students, undergrads, grad students, a few TAs. But there were exceptions, alumni who never really left, older students finishing degrees later in life, people who didn't quite fit the usual college mold. And then there was her. She lived in one of the other houses. I noticed her on my first day moving in. She was older, maybe late 50s, though something about her made her seem older than that. Gray hair pulled back tight, a limp that suggested an old injury. She walked slowly, stiffly, like every step took effort. What stood out most was her face. Blank, not angry, not sad, just empty, like her thoughts were somewhere else entirely. I assumed she was faculty or somehow affiliated with the university. No one explained who she was, and I didn't ask. The first strange thing happened in our shared kitchen. Our house had the common kitchen, even though the other 2 houses had their own. I never understood why. One night, a bunch of us were in there cooking, music playing, people laughing, bumping into each other. Normal college chaos. She was standing in the corner, not cooking, not eating, not talking, just standing there, watching. She didn't move when people passed by her, didn't react when someone laughed loudly or dropped a pan. She just stared. I caught her eyes a few times, and I know how this sounds, but it felt like she was watching me specifically, like her focus sharpened whenever I looked up. No one acknowledged her. That was the weirdest part. People walked around her like she was furniture. I thought maybe they all knew something I didn't. Later that week, I saw her again. I was doing homework in my room when I glanced out the window. She was standing outside in the street, staring up at the house, not on the sidewalk, not near the porch, in the middle of the road. It was late, cold. She didn't have a jacket on. I couldn't tell if she was looking at my window or just the building in general, but something in my gut told me it was me. Against my better judgment, I waved. Just a small, awkward wave. She didn't wave back. Instead, she jumped up and down, like a child, like she was excited. Then she turned and ran toward one of the other houses. I felt sick instantly. Even if she hadn't been watching me before, she knew which room was mine now. That night, I asked one of my housemates about her. He told me she'd always been there and that I should ignore her. That's what everyone did. I pushed for more. He didn't know anything else. Just repeating what someone told him when he moved in. Eventually, a senior from her house told me she was associated with the university and that she was a little odd but harmless. No history of violence, nothing physical. That answer didn't sit right with me, but I dropped it. Then it escalated. One night, just after midnight, I opened my door and nearly collided with her. She was standing directly in front of my room. I jumped back so hard I almost fell. She didn't react, didn't apologize, didn't explain. She just turned and walked away, slow and stiff, like I was the one who'd done something wrong. After that, I started noticing her everywhere. Places she had no reason to be. Hallways, storage rooms, near people's doors, always quiet, always watching. Then I lost my room key. All 3 houses used old hotel-style locks. Most people left their doors unlocked, but I didn't. Losing my key meant using the spare and eventually making a copy, which I couldn't afford right then. A few nights later, I woke up to a soft bumping sound, every 20 seconds or so, coming from my closet. It sounded like something shifting, moving. I sat up, heart pounding, listening. I wasn't scared at first, just annoyed. I got out of bed, took a breath, and walked to the closet. In one motion, I ripped the door open and screamed. She was inside, crouched. One of my ties wrapped around her neck, eyes wide open, a kitchen knife in her hand. She lunged. I don't remember thinking. I just reacted. We hit the floor hard. I managed to knock the knife away and pin her down. She was frail, but she fought like an animal, kicking, biting, screaming. My screams brought people running. Lee helped me hold her down while someone called the police. She didn't stop screaming until they arrived. Then she went silent. Wouldn't say a word. They found my missing key in her pocket. Weeks later, we learned the truth. She was the property manager's sister. He'd been hiding her there, untreated, in an unoccupied room. He was eventually arrested. I still think about her eyes sometimes.
This next story isn't mine, but I watched it unfold. My husband Benjamin and I have lived in the same house for nearly 20 years. Quiet street, good neighbors. One day, a young man moved into the house across from us. His name was Quinn. Nice kid, polite, successful. He waved, talked sports with Benjamin. Everything seemed normal. Then a girl started showing up. Pretty, young, dressed flashy. She had a key. Came over when Quinn wasn't home. I assumed she was his girlfriend. One day they argued in the driveway. Loud, aggressive. She left furious. After that, she kept coming back when he wasn't home. Then one night, sirens woke us. Police. Ambulance. They let her out in handcuffs. Blank expression. No struggle. Quinn came out on a stretcher, bloody. Later, he told us everything. She'd stolen his key, copied it, installed hidden cameras, watched him, controlled him. When he tried to leave, she snapped. He moved away shortly after.
The last story is mine again. I moved to a quiet neighborhood for a fresh start. Big houses, families, space. The house next to mine was massive, too big for one person. But that's who lived there. Damon. He seemed normal at first. Friendly, a little guarded, always busy. Then I noticed something strange. He never left, never had visitors, never ordered food. Then one Wednesday night, loud music woke me up. Cars lined his driveway. A party. The next morning, everything was gone. When I went over, the door was unlocked. Shoes everywhere, no people. The music wasn't music, it was a recording. Laughter, voices, glasses clinking. Fake. I followed the sound to the basement. Men in work clothes, goggles, gloves. A mechanical grinding noise, a bleach smell that made my stomach turn. I ran. Later, men poured out of the house, searching the street. Damon was gone. He never came back. His house sits empty now. Packages piled up, grass overgrown. No one else remembers the party. And sometimes, late at night, I swear I hear laughter coming from that house. But when I look, there's nothing there. And that might be the worst part.